Greg, as you know, Stephen Caldwell announced his retirement. He's still going to be in the organization with you, but could you talk a little bit about his contribution to this franchise on the field?
Yeah, I think Stevie's a true professional, and he's a true leader. And honestly, we missed him on the field, just his voice and communication and his presence in the locker room as he was, fighting to get over the calf stuff and the Achilles stuff. But he's truly respected amongst all of us and the team and within the organization, and I imagine beyond the organization into the fans. And so to have him still involved in the organization and helping us to push forward to achieve our goals as a club is special. I'm glad I had the opportunity to spend time with Stevie at the club, and I look forward to working with him to achieve bigger and better things as an organization.
As a defender, he wasn't the fastest or the biggest, but he seemed to have a very good sense of what was going on around him and where he needed to be. Was it his kind of experience and savvy that made him who he is today?
Yeah, it's defending is not necessarily about all of those things. Those are things that bail you out and when you make mistakes. But defending is about being engaged, about reading and being in anticipation, a position to anticipate and see something is going to happen, being engaged and working with the people around you, because defending is a team thing as well, and that was something that Stevie was outstanding at. His communication, his awareness of what was happening before it happened, dealing with those situations, but also engaging everybody around him to be better and understanding what situation was about to come so that they were prepared. And those are things that, like I said, we miss and we will miss, and I think he'll use those same skills that he has to be successful in the business world.
Josie tweeted out something today about that he's going to be leaving the U.S. national team. Can you kind of give us any sort of update on that?
I don't have anything like official that from the U.S. saying he's coming. I know he tweeted it out. I know they have the opportunity to make adjustments to their roster going into these rounds, so I think it's possible. I haven't spoken to Josie directly either, but if he comes back, we look forward to having him back, and we'll get him prepared to contribute for us for the however long remainder of the time till he gets called back again. But we look forward to seeing him again.
But you haven't heard from him or talked to him?
No, I haven't spoken to him directly. I mean, if he's coming back, he's probably in travel on his way back, and so I haven't communicated. We've been on the field anyway. So.
This weekend, it's a somewhat timely celebration of Jovinko. How does he, with a T-shirt giveaway and things like that, how does he follow last week's performance?
Just play, just do what he does. There's sometimes you get hat tricks, sometimes you don't. Sometimes the space opens up and things work for you. Sometimes you have to work a little harder for it. So what we know he'll do is he'll be clever. He'll work his way around the field. He'll put the effort out. He'll definitely bring us to the edge of all of us to the edge of our seats at some point during the game. And if this situation's set up where he can set up goals or score goals, we like that opportunity for him. So this week is about team getting points and Sebastian doing what he does on a week-in, week-out basis. I think this past week he just was able to bury 3 of them. So, but he's always going to get his chances.
It seems like he's having an MVP season, though apparently not in the eyes of the voting fans. Have you seen anybody who's raised his game to a higher level this season in MLS?
I think it's hard to argue that he is not in a very, very short list of people who is amongst the most exciting and most influential players in the league. And for that, I think that's easy. Everybody should notice it. How the MVP voting, or not the MVP, but the All-Star voting goes and all that stuff is beyond our control at this point. We love that he plays for us and that he keeps doing what he's doing. I think by the time it's all said and done, he'll be involved on one level or another, and I think he'll be in the MVP discussion towards the end of the year because he keeps doing what he does and he keeps getting better.
With Stephen gone, I mean, do we take that as an indication that someone is ready to take his place, like a new center back coming into the club, or is that an option?
Well, now that things are clear with Stevie and we have a good sense of his future, because it was always to try to get Stevie back and get him back into the team. Now that we have that, obviously there is some version of salary cap relief or adjustment. Bez knows those details much greater than I. And for us is to look at this window to see how we can improve our team and make a run at the playoffs and the championship, and that's what we're looking at right now. I I would say that there is not anything that's done as of today, but there's definitely some discussions that are going on how we can improve.
The last few games have been tough for you. You haven't picked up as many points as you might like. Can you look ahead to this weekend's game? And obviously you need to get some points. And how do you rate your opposition?
Yeah, this weekend it's another home match, and we feel like home matches we need to win. We've hit exactly the midway point of our season, 17 games if I'm not mistaken. I think we've played 5 at home and 12 on the road, which means it's going to flip the other way for the second half of the season. And at home, we have to establish ourselves is very, very difficult to beat, and a team that takes quality and a lot of points, quantity of points at home. So that starts this weekend as the second half of the year begins, and that's something that we're talking about as a group. But we have a good opponent. They're dangerous. They're very quick to get out on the counterattack and create havoc. They've gotten themselves into a better position than they were maybe a little bit earlier in the year. Probably have built a little bit of confidence. But we need to focus a little bit on ourselves and make sure that we are not giving away goals, giving away opportunities, and that we're continuing to create opportunities for ourselves on the other side. So it's an important match.
And nice to get back to a normal field.
Yes, something that we're used to instead of bouncing back and forth from big to small. But yeah, it's just being at home will be good again. We're looking forward to it. We're getting some guys back over the course of this week, which we look forward to getting our group back together.
Do you have any people who are doubtful for the game because of injuries, or what's the health update?
I think we're in pretty good form in the grand scheme of things. Damien was getting checked out today from a knock he had this weekend when he came out of the game. I don't have any indication of where that's at. Mark is continuing to progress and looking good. He should be in full, all-out training sessions for the whole week, which is something we want to see him play and recover and play and recover. And everybody else is coming along. Clement is in full training, and so I think we're verging on being in full form.